Good evening. Happy Thursday. Happy Halloween. Given that tonight is Halloween, it's also month end. We've also had 2 days of slinging this limited edition flavor of the apple cider rise. Everybody's been super crazy busy, and I didn't want to take anyone away from their family tonight to do this episode of Happiness, Hope, and Healing, but yet I wanted to bring you an episode. So I decided I am going to share my story again, and I'm going to take you back to the beginning. When I first started, I did a live on my Facebook, and I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can just watch a little bit of that, and then I'm going to give you an update. So let's go here.
I was in emotionally and mentally the last several weeks, and how I feel now since Friday, having nutrition, these nutrients in my body, you would understand why I can't stop talking about it. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know how much longer I could tolerate being in this kind of pain and not having answers and not having a direction and a way out. A couple weeks ago, I told my mom, I can't live like this for the rest of my life. I can't do it. I would never end my life. I wouldn't do it. I've lived through it. My family has lived through it. I love my children with all my heart and soul. I have the best family in the world, and I love them so completely. I have the most amazing man in my life who builds me up, who encourages me, inspires me. I've been loved like I never even knew existed. I would never give all that up. I understand people who do. Because when you feel like there's no end and there's no way to change your situation, you just don't see any other way. I've always been a huge believer in nutrition, always. And so I looked at all these ingredients and I'm like, you know what? I never thought about the mental and emotional aspect of it. I was looking at them from a physical perspective. Can this help my inflammation? Can this help my chronic pain? Is there something? I don't want to be put on pregnant. I've already gained 30 pounds in the last 4 weeks and not why. I am not going to get fatter. That's not happening. So if you get sick of seeing my post or hearing about this juice again, please understand that there are so many people that need to hear that there is something that can help level out your emotions, your hormones, that can help boost your mental wellness. I have been so happy since Friday when I started drinking. What is it? What's today? Wednesday? Today? I don't. Do I still have pain? Yep. Maybe down the road, these minerals and these nutrients, these mushrooms, maybe that'll help. But it's only been 6 days. But I will tell you, within 30 minutes, there was a marked difference in my emotion and in my mood. I felt happy and I felt nothing but trapped and alone these last several months. I stay in my room. I don't really go out unless it's to church or to the vintage blueberry. And so I'm not going to apologize for sharing the heck out of what I found because somebody needs it. Focus, clarity, energy, mood, all within, I'm telling you, within 30 to 40 minutes of drinking this, I felt completely different mentally and emotionally. And so, yeah, I'm going to share. And I just kind of wanted y'all to know I love you. And I hope you don't get sick of hearing this because if you don't feel the way I've been feeling, someone you know does. And I would beg you to please connect them with me so I can share this because it's made a huge difference in my life. And when you find something that makes a difference, you're selfish if you don't.
Wow. A little hard to watch. It's a little hard to remember Like, that was a completely different woman than the one you see staring at you right now. I don't have any more inflammation. I don't suffer discomfort. Not allowed to say the P word. It's not compliance. I have all my mobility back. I'm walking, dancing, going to the gym. I've been traveling again. All the things I love that I thought were gone forever. And my mood is amazing. My clarity, my focus. Y'all, I have ADHD. I suffer from PTSD. There's probably a few other things. I like to say LMNOP. Like some days I'm just a red hot mess. And I am grateful, number one, that somebody came and shared this with me, and this is why I talk about it. This is why we share these stories, because somebody needs to hear it. Somebody's waiting to hear it. Somebody's praying to find something like I did that works. And I've tried supplements. I've been in the supplement industry. I've used supplements since I was 12 years old. So I've been in nutrition. I ran an award winning fitness studio. I worked in the medical world, the healthcare world in nutrition. And so, I really kind of know my stuff and I know ingredients and I know all of those things, but nothing was working for me. And that's because my frequencies were out of line and I didn't know that much about frequencies back then. And what I have learned now just blows my mind. So I just quickly want to share with you what I'm using. You've probably seen it all over my page. I started with these two, just the rise, just the source. Fulvic acid, it's like squid ink, I like to say, tasteless, odorless, alkalizes your body, alkalizes your water. If you don't know when your body's alkalized, you disease doesn't grow. Disease has a really hard time manifesting in your body when you are alkalized. So this will alkalize your water, it'll alkalize your body. It's also a heavy metal detox, which I needed because I had an anaphylactic reaction to a vaccine. And that's when I started getting really, really sick. So this literally binds to heavy metals and toxins in your body and pulls them out of your body. So this it was about 3 weeks using this every day, a dropper in the morning, a dropper at night, and for the first time in years, I literally could get out of bed, get dressed, shower, do all the personal care things, go up and down the stairs without hurting, and that was amazing and incredible for me. I never thought that was gonna happen again because I was waking up every day, like, before I even opened my eyes, I would wonder, "How am I gonna get out of bed? How am I gonna get dressed? How am I gonna do the things I need to do?" I had to leave a job that I loved. I was home. I was almost bedbound. When I went out, for anything, even just for a few hours, even if I walked somewhere to get to the car, walked inside the building, sat down, I wasn't mobile for very long, but it would take 2 or 3 days for my body to recover. Getting up and going to the bathroom, I could barely weight bear on my feet because I was in so much pain. And I'm not allowed to say that word. I was in so much discomfort. I had so much inflammation racking my body. And inflammation is just confusion in the body. So when you're out of alignment, when, every system of your body operates on a certain frequency and everything up until that point was taking my frequencies out of balance, kind of like a radio dial. When you tune that old radio dial and you go to another station and get all that static in between, that static in between is like inflammation in your body. And then I drink this 2 scoops. Well, I like to do 2 scoops, but I also drink it in a lot of water. So 1 drink a day, you guys, 1 drink, this, put it together once a day, lasting sustained energy, lasting sustained clarity, motivation, happy feelings. My mood is balanced. My hormones are balancing out. My cortisol levels are dropping. My inflammation's dropping. And then, of course, there's other things that I use. I did not pull them aside today, but I use our sleep bestie and we have a CBD CBG balance. Like there's so many different things, but I literally just wanted to come on here and give you an update because I started in February. So what is that? That's almost 8, 9 months. And literally, I'm a completely changed person. I never ever want to go back to where I was. And maybe you're not struggling with all that kind of inflammation. Maybe you're not struggling with that. Maybe it's your mood, or maybe it's your brain fog, or maybe you're not sleeping good, or maybe stress just really hits you hard and really takes you for a spin. Mushrooms are adaptogenic, you guys, which means they're going to get inside your body and figure out what your body needs. I watched a study. on a video one day, and they had 3 piles of an oil spill. One they had put soil on and covered it with a tarp. One they left alone. It was all the stuff they pulled out of the ocean that was covered in oil. They left it alone and put a tarp over top. And one of them they covered in mushrooms and put a tarp over top. And they came back a few weeks later, and the 2 piles, the one with the soil and the one they did nothing to, were reeking and rotting and putrid smelling, disgusting. But when they pulled the tarp off the one they covered in mushrooms, it was growing life again. There was greenery on it. The mushrooms had neutralized the toxins in the oil spill, and everything was starting to grow again. Imagine what mushrooms are going to do in your body. There are 7 organic mushrooms. I challenge you to Google whatever you're dealing with in your life, in your body, in your mental state, whatever you're dealing with, Google it and functional mushrooms. And you will get a list of functional mushrooms and all their benefits, 7 of which are in here, also charged with healing frequencies. This little disc. I had a migraine yesterday. I put one on the back of my head, put one here. If you saw my video, I had my straw down my back because my spine and my shoulders were just burning. And that burning went away. The headache started to ease up. I took the straw out and I put it down, and probably half an hour later, that burning was back. I put the straw back in the back of my bra, and I let it sit there, and I didn't have any pain. I didn't have any of that. And I'm trying not to use the P word, but it's really, really hard. But this is not just a straw, an anti-aging straw. It's also like a tuning fork. And if you Google tuning forks and how they use them in the medical field, this will block electromagnetic frequency. It's just amazing what it does. So it's really a tool. It's not just a straw. And I just want to let you know today's the last day for apple cider. I was noticing today, I've got a few extra of these bad boys. This is the face, and I don't want to open it because it's sealed. It also has the healing frequencies. It's like Botox in a bottle for your face. You literally in 20 minutes will get Botox-like effect for 8 hours. The puffiness will go, the redness will go, the fine lines will go. You can literally watch it happening on your face. Really, really incredible. So I have a couple of these. So I've got 3 straws and I've got 2 of these vapes. So the next 5 people that grab an apple cider rise before they sell out today, because we have about 700 tubs left. Now I'm recording this at 12:30. We have about 700. So not sure how many we're going to have left by the time this is posted. Maybe I'll post it early today to make sure that you guys can get in on the apple cider, because it's absolutely incredible. I've tasted it. I've had it hot. I've had it cold. It's really, really good. It's the perfect flavor for fall. And I just have a passion. I just want you to feel good again. I know how I felt. I know how many of the people I have helped start on this journey. I love all the messages I get. People tell me I got my wife back. And, I had one husband reach out and say, "Are you giving my wife drugs? Because I've never seen her this happy since years and years and years ago. So whatever you're doing, keep giving it to my wife. I love it. I have the woman I married back. She's happy. She's doing things again. Like, it's just really, really incredible what it's doing for people. And I would love to see what it does for you. So reach out. If you're not ready to try 30 days, it does come with a 30-day money back empty container guarantee. If you're not ready for that, I got you. I got these little 5-day experiences. It's probably going to be messy when I open it up, but there are 5 in here, 5 little samples in here that you can try every day for 5 days. I promise you by day 2 or day 3, you're going to be hooked and you're going to wish you got the 30 days. So I'm going to encourage you, go all out, get the 30 days, grab the apple cider if it's here. If it's not, if we're sold out, the mango lemonade is also amazing. I've had it hot, I've had it cold. It tastes like Snapple peach tea to me. That's what it tastes like. Um, it's delicious. It's really, really good. You can mix it in other things. Some people put it in sparkling water. Some people put it in a different kind of juice. Some people put it in smoothies. There's tons of different ways you can use it, but I'm telling you, you are going to absolutely love it. So, hoping I kept that short and sweet. Happy Halloween again, and thank you for joining me on an episode of Happiness, Hope, and Healing.